Hey, it's me, Site7. This is part 16 of my Library of Ruina walkthrough, and I realized I made a mistake back in part 11, where I forgot to read out the Credenza for the musicians of Bremen. So I'm going to correct that right now. So here's Oink's page. Seven Association is a fixer association specializing in investigation and intelligence, and it's knowledgeable in pretty much every affair that takes place in the city. Details about a syndicate gaining infamy in the backstreets of some place. The association probably knows what district is exactly, but I left before I checked the details of it. All the information revealed about the distortion phenomenon, which has been going around lately, when and where fixer offices start up and close business, and the beat goes on. The association treats all kinds of information about the city. Oh, they don't have access to top secret intels like the secrets of the singularities each nest holds, obviously speaking. When they solve cases, they usually cooperate with other associations like the Shi and Liu. You ask how the Seven Association can secure its confidentiality. Despite holding lots of juicy info that could attract the many, it's likely because its staff aren't bad combatants by any means. They don't use fancy but crude workshop weapons that are basically large amalgamations of various technologies. Regular informants are armed with nothing more than a simple bladed tool. Sounds very underwhelming judging from the weapon alone, but they use the minimum technique with pinpoint precision to take down their foes. Dude, they actually sound pretty cool. Now for Moo Moo. Say the backstreets are a nigh inhabitable hellscape, but the people here live on somehow. There's lots of people who live in fear every moment, but the others live a pretty normal life. Some think the backstreets are totally shady and poorly aged slums, but we do have all the amenities we need here. For one, the supermarkets Oink likes aren't as good as those in the nest, but it's got everything people need. Clothing stores, groceries, dry cleaners, etc. I heard the details are different for each district, so there's that. I'm just telling you how things are where I live. People here aren't too unkind to each other. Those nestlers like to gossip about how we're cruel and dreary and all that, but the truth is, we're doing just fine. Oh, and there's tons of good restaurants here. It's the street of flavor after all. Freshly baked meat pies, spaghetti made of special pasta. Your tongue and stomach have a wonderful time if you ever go on a trip to our district. We used to hand over the leftovers from our performance here to local restaurants. That meat would go to waste if we left it on the spot, so we might as well give it to the people who can make good use of it, ain't that right? When Woof, Doodle-Doo, and Hee-Haw were around, we got enough chow to share with several eateries, but our find was halved since they were gone. And Oink kept making silly mistakes with it and ruined those ingredients too often, so we quit that biz altogether, which is a tad bit unfortunate. We sometimes got tasty meals for free when we gave them our meat. So that explains why they stopped dealing with Pierre's Bistro. Pretty cool. Now for Meow. Hee-Haw, Doodle-Doo, Woof, and me, the four of us were moved to the core by the pianist's performance. To recreate the performance half as splendid as what we heard that day, we formed the musicians of Bremen to study the music. We tried flicking strings here and there, playing music while sitting on our backs, and even while handstanding. We still couldn't come close to the pianist's level, but we managed to make our own brand of music, something that only the musicians of Bremen can play. Our performance was actually pretty fantastic, you know? Sadly, our time didn't last long. One day, a mysterious person approached us and asked us to join his ensemble and perform with him. Woof, Doodle-Doo, and Hee-Haw took the offer and left with that guy. I had to stay because of new members that had just joined our band though. Yep, Moo Moo and Oink. It's kinda uncomfortable to just leave them behind, you know? I can't let them mess around and taint our name either. I've been practicing with them to create a performance that could get a standing ovation once my old bandmates come back, but at their current level of skills, the three would just click at these newbies' performance and go back to whatever they were doing. Okay. Now we have some abnormality stuff to do. I should probably do these ones. What do we have here? Scarecrow Searching for Wisdom. I do not remember the mechanic of this fight. Let's see what we got. Too bad it didn't know better. So many poor employees died to its rake. Might have been nicer if it could accept itself as it is. You're telling me, friend, surely wisdom can't be everything in life. Oh, so it takes our cards. Oh, and then they gain strength off of it? Okay. Interesting. So I have to play wisdom against these? And let's see. They gain +4 power when not clashing against wisdom. I have to block or evade to gain wisdom cards? Oh jeez. Be 4 to 7, 4 to 8. Probably get that. I have a really good block deck here, but I don't have the speed to redirect these. So I think I'll take one of these clashes. It's kind of unfortunate. I have to hope my counter dice does some work here. And I'll use a wisdom here. Now, are its resistances bad? They're all weak to slash, so that's pretty good for me. Alright, counter dice doing work. Okay, but I don't think I got... Oh, I have 2 wisdoms on him. So he can clash with this, and he should stagger him, right? It'll deal 20 stagger damage. So I might be able to do a little bit of cheese here. Because this should do a lot of damage to him. And these attacks will go before this one if I played this right. Actually, I shouldn't choose to clash on that. I should put these on this first dice. Okay. Okay, got 2 more wisdom cards from that. Oh, because of the blunt, he's actually hitting through him. Yep, and I got the stagger on him without playing both of the wisdoms he had. I actually kind of want to because he actually deals damage. So this one will stagger here. So I just need to put damage on these two. I think I can only kill one of them though. This will be only 1430 damage at max. We're doing something like this, although I don't want to play all that light. I guess it wouldn't have become a... I guess it wouldn't have become a wise person even with all the knowledge. Oh no, I have no more. I think all of this will kill, and then I'm not going to be left with any more wisdom cards. Question is if this will kill. Which I don't know. It might. If not, it'll be pretty close. Such a shame, the wisdom it took didn't fully belong to it after all. Okay, that wasn't too bad.
Chesed, 문 좀 열어줄래? 지금 손이 꽉 차서 말이야.
Hey Chesed, care to open this door for me? My hands are kind of full right now. Welcome. Here, let me help you. Ew, can't believe I actually carried this many books all the way here. So I've got this servant business down to a science. Naturally, I get used to anything in time after all. The same goes for drinking coffee. Coffee, huh? This one should fit your taste better than the last one, I think. Alright, I'll trust you with this. Oh, this one's sweet and, like, really tasty overall. How should I put it? Yeah, I've never had such a classy and dainty coffee before. Isn't it? Gibera also started out with this macchiato, you see. So this is what a delicious coffee tastes like. I'm over 30 years old and I'm still learning new things. I heard they mostly serve coffee with a strong taste of sweetness in the backstreets to cover up the low-quality ingredients. Some are just plain bitter. I used to drink it when I need to stay awake or simply kill some time. I did too. On the Lobotomy Corp, I always start each day with some coffee. The warm cup was the only thing that could heat up my lethargic body. Listless as lukewarm coffee. Yep, forcing myself to work, holding zero expectations. Must have been pretty tiring. It sure was. Employees were slaughtered by abnormalities all the time, and my plans to keep them alive never came to fruition. The coffee slowly cooled down along with my passion. How about now? Did it warm over?
이번에는 롤랑말
I guess you can say that. This time, it's steaming hot again, like you said, Roland.
나에게 주어진 만큼
I can try a lot of
이것저것
things with
해볼 수
everything
있거든.
that's been given to me.
무엇보다
Most of all, I
다양한
can drink
커피를
various
마실 수
blends of
있다는 게
coffee
좋고.
now.
하라는 대로 해야 하는 건
Though
똑같은데.
you still have to follow someone else's orders.
이번에는 내가
I made the
선택했어.
decision to follow her this time around.
그리고
And
내가
I can actually
잘한다면
minimize the damage my fellow librarians have to suffer if I work hard at it.
그래서 오랜만에 의욕이 나는 걸.
So all in all, I'm feeling motivated, you see.
여유돌이 있게 생각하는 유형이구만.
We got quite the flexible mindset, huh?
예전보다는 모든 게 나아.
Everything's better than before.
이것도 자비라고 볼 수.
Maybe this is mercy of some kind.
누구야?
From who?
도서 관장님.
Our Miss Library Director?
나도 믿기지는
It's
않지만.
hard for me to believe, of course. But I sometimes think she might have done this for us. I'm not so sure. Angela's goals and where her anger comes from seem pretty clear to me at this point.
그 녀석이 가려는 길에
I don't think there's any
자비가
mercy in the
있는지
path she's trying to take.
이 마키아토
This macchiato sure is tasty. It's almost addicting.
종종 올 때마다
I'll introduce you to other types of coffee from time to time.
천천히 알아가 보자고.
Let's get to know each other little by little.
좋지. 기대하고 있을게.
Fine by me, I'll look forward to it. So I think this card is pretty good. Gleaning. Rake can be okay. But kinda, I don't know. Kinda depends, I guess. Since these guys are still equipped, I guess I'll see what this next one is. The Book of Warm-hearted Woodsman. Hey, by the way, I remember you being a pretty warm-hearted person. Yeah, I guess it's still crazy. Warm heart to fill that void, right? The fellow's chest is still hollow, I see. Now what is this? I don't remember this very much either. Okay, so it wants a warm heart, and then when it doesn't have one, it's staggered. Start a scene. If the amount of warm hearts is 0, the woodsman calls this character. Okay, so he's gonna kill one of these. And then we start the warm heart games. Does that mean, should I try to nuke one of these trees first? I don't remember what the overall strategy for this is supposed to be. We'll clash this here just to give him some debuffs and get some emotion levels. I didn't even get close to killing it. Okay, so he did. We want him to lose these clashes. And he gains power to the amount of light the target has. I don't know if that's before or like before, after, or gosh, what am I trying to say? If it's after you play your cards or before it, so he might not gain any power off of this. I think I actually want to clash this here. He's 6 to 8. Okay, I can win that. Actually, no, I have to do it like this. Okay, so we got him to lose one warm heart. Dude, this is an obnoxious card. Oh my gosh. I'll try and dodge it. And I'll try and kill this tree. I'm pretty sure he tries to... Or like, yeah, once this is 0, then he'll try and kill another tree. But if I kill him, then he can't. That makes you wonder what brought this hunk of steel to life. Hey, those are some good dodges. Hell yeah. Okay, he's down to 1 heart. So if I kill this tree, then... Oh man, I don't think I can though. Yeah, I think it's better if I just go for the damage on him. And then when he tries to... Yeah, we'll just do it all over again. It's whatever. I guess I'll go for the tree now, so I'm not... Okay, so now it's at 0. Oh, I could probably just kill him. Maybe? Well, there's no way, but I can guarantee that he just stays staggered if I attack the tree. Because then he'll have no way to gain any warm hearts. I just have to not get staggered by these 5/5s. I was kind of confused. Why are they rolling for... Those rolled 8s. Was that because I had light? Yeah, it probably was. Yeah, now they're 5s. That answers the question. It's after you play your light. So however much light you have remaining after you play your cards is how much extra power he gains. And we got him. Gotta say, it doesn't feel that good to take away its precious thing. This place is filled with the scent of coffee as always.
어서 와.
Welcome. Today's blend is Indigo Mountain. Wanna have a try?
좋지?
Sure.
커피의 맛은 늘
Taste of coffee aren't all the same. It's determined by a number of factors. Starting with where it was grown, how long it's roasted, when you stop extracting the flavor, and how finely the coffee beans are ground also play an important part.
입자의 크기에 따라
The acidity and sweetness depend on the size of the particle.
꽤 섬세한 음료였구나.
Pretty delicate drink, huh? I just drank whatever they gave me.
도시의 사람들과 닮은 것 같지 않아?
When you say that it resembles the denizens of the city in a way,
뒷골목 출신인지
person's identity and values can vastly differ based on where they were born and raised, whether it was the backstreets or the nests, and what district of the backstreets it was,
그리고
along with how rough their background was as they grew up.
포함해서 말이야. 음악의 골목에서는
In the streets of music, you may grow into a loser if you can't strike a single chord.
맛의 골목에서는
In the streets of food and flavor, you might end up being an ingredient. It all depends on the rules of the plantation.
듣고 보니 그렇네.
That makes sense.
잠깐.
Wait a sec.
사람마다 다른 맛을 낸다.
So you're saying each person has a different flavor?
상당히 23
Something a District 23 resident would say. You've been brewing coffee out of the guests, have you?
커피로 우려낸 건 아니지?
낭만이 없네.
Not much of a romanticist, are you? I'll take that as a joke.
나도 반 농담이었지만
I was half joking,
말이야.
alright?
뭐
But you never know, anything could happen.
서로 다른 곳에서 만들어진 커피를
Technique of mixing coffee of different origins into a single cup is called blending.
블렌딩을 통해
Through blending, even a low-quality coffee can be given a nice flavor.
사회학은
Sociology is a lot like blending when you look at it.
온갖 사람이 잘 섞여.
The study of managing a society where all kinds of people are blended together. I guess that works.
그렇지? 그리고 어떤
See?
블렌딩
And when you blend
방법에 따라
coffee, you pick out the beans you want and filter away the unwanted ones.
하지만 커피콩과는 다르게
Unlike coffee beans, though,
사람들은 욕망이 있어서
people have
원하는
their own
블렌딩
desires
머신으로
too,
스스로 가고자 해.
so they try to enter the blending machine they want. They'd rather go to a more luxurious world, in other words.
갈려나가는 것은
Even though
똑같은
they're grounded
거지.
to powder all the same.
그래서 좋은 커피콩들을 얻기 위해 도시와 둥지는 끊임없이
The city and Nest keep whispering to the people, all to get the good beans to come over.
가장 거대하고 개성 있는
They want
맛에
supplements to delicately complement the grandest and the most unique flavor.
인생의 가치는 이곳에 있다.
This is where you can find the true value of life. They make a parade of nest dwellers, prosperity and comfort right next to the miserable scene of losers who were filtered away.
그렇게 모두 홀려서
It's how everyone is deceived into selling themselves.
거짓이라 해도 뒷골목의 삶보다
Even if it's a facade, it's true that life in the nest is miles better than life in the backstreets.
그럴까?
Is it really? The wings are constantly grinding people up, almost akin to coffee beans in a coffee factory, no?
저마다의 날개는 자신의 둥지가 가장
Every wing
많은
paints its
곳이라
nest as the most
깃털들을
comforting place in the world in an attempt to recruit feathers for itself.
둥지 안에서의 정책은 날개마다
A different set of rules are enforced in every nest, and the backstreets the store according to those policies. Everyone is soaked in the greatest and the sweetest lie.
지금 자신의 행동이
They convince themselves that what they're doing is for the best.
최선이라고 믿는다니.
Convince themselves? There's nothing to convince. It is for the best.
뒷골목 삶에서 벗어나 날개에
There's literally no better option than to leave the backstreets, join a wing, and spend a stable life in the nest.
그렇다면 블렌딩 방법은 누가
And who gets to decide how to blend people? No. Is it even necessary in the first place?
골라내는 것이 필요한 걸까?
Do we really need to pick out certain people? Can we just live as we are, as our own flavors?
속 편한 소리 하네.
Talking like it's so simple, questions like that won't get you to anything other than more questions.
그런 걸까?
Is that so?
그런 거야.
It is so. Thanks for the coffee. I'll be going now. Man, I must have struck a chord with Roland, huh? So these cards are kind of okay. This card can be alright, but dealing 15 damage is easier said than done. And then offensive power is always good, but keeping 3 or more light can be kind of difficult. You'd have to build around that. Let's re-equip Yesod's floor. Let's see what's going on with this invitation.
친구들, 들떠서 너무 성급하게 처리하지는 마.
Oh, it's a blue reverberation. And it's Eileen from the Church of Gears. Now friends, don't get too excited, you're rushing it.
내 친구가 울다가 지쳐서 기절하겠어.
My poor friend is about to faint from crying, see?
셀마.
Thelma, oh Thelma, you pitiful friend.
그래도 너무 엄살 부리지.
You better hold your tears in, though.
아직 제대로 재미조차
Real fun hasn't even begun yet. Oh Han, the spicy smoke from me wee pipe ought to dull your pain, eh? Ain't this one scaredy little fellow weighing me, pal? Sure is. I still only flaked about, what, 1,347 slices so far? Now let's see here, blue fella, how many slices did you want again? Thelma may be a dear friend of mine, but breaking promises is a serious crime, so... And so Thelma was the one that was sending She Association Section 2 on all those assignments that wore them down and eventually got them killed by the library. About 10,000 slices. Alrighty, leave it to me, chap. Ah, buggery do. Me, you greedy old lass. You can't just eat all the slices off the plate. Crikey, you're gonna pop me eardrums. We're eating them anyways, so why not have some now, hmm? Now, there's still plenty more for all of us, so don't fight over some bitty meat. I gotta try and flake enough to feed all of us full. Thelma, don't give me such a look. You knew the terms of our deal. You're handling all the tasks so well, you can't just fail me in the end. Blue feller, it looks like this feller has something to say already. Do we pull the gag out of his mouth? Sure, please do. Oh my gosh, it's like we're in his point of view, so this is what he's looking at. Like, this dude's eating his flesh. I think this was the one that was cutting it away. And then our galley is just smiling. Blue reverb. You crazy son of a bitch. Don't be ridiculous. You're the one who gave me an impossible task in the first place. It was your choice to only employ Section 2 of the Southern Branch for this, Thelma. You could have had Section 1 deal with some of them. Little Mr. Prideful Thelma tried pulling a shabby scheme to get rid of Section 2 so he could keep his seat. And now he's failed to keep up his promise with me. But you gave me the hint to use them. Never said it was a must though, now did I? All I asked from you was to take care of the things on the list within the period I set, and you agreed to it. Cunning bastard. You kill me, the branch manager, then Section 1 of my branch will be after you, and HQ will too. Even Hannah is going to make a move. So please give me another chance. Thelma, you just can't bring yourself to say sorry for breaking our promise till the very end. It aches my heart to see it. Oh, you don't have to worry about me. Remind me where we are, friends? It's the backstreets, eh? Of District 23, is it? Oh, really? Don't this poor old lad realize it's nighttime? Of course he wouldn't. His eyes are covered tidy-like. Aye. The night in the backstreets? Oh, who remembers what time it was? I'm trying to think. It was 3... Gosh, was it 18? Bingo, bingo. No one will ever know where or how you died, and who killed you. You'll just slowly melt away from the city, right? I'm certain he will, Sir Argalia. Hey then, let's proceed with it, friends. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, sir. I'm terribly sorry. I'm sorry for breaking our promise. What do we doodly do, blue fella? Do we cut it short here? Thelma. Yes, Argalia, it's all my fault. I swear. I swear that I'll never try to pull any cheap schemes. And I'll never break promises with you ever again. Ah, Thelma. I'm about to shed a tear. There's no way I'd actually spare you for making a sincere apology. I knew you weren't the brightest friend in the supposed shed. I didn't think you'd be this slow. Still, I'll take your apology to heart. Now, time to put your gags back on, laddie. Say ah. Ah, you bitch. I hate you so much. Don't make such a sad face, lad. We all gotta have more smiles and laughter in our life. What do we do next, fella? As soon as you're done with him, head to the library. I'll leave the invitation here. And take good care of Thelma. He was my old friend, all in all. You bet we will. Take care, laddie. Now then, Eileen. Shall we go meet some other friends? Of course, sir. He's totally won over the heart of the leader of the Church of Gears, huh? An absolute madman. He's a fixer, and he's got a distortion and even the smiling faces on his leash. Being a color must mean having immense power, is that right? Colors are exceptionally skilled fixers, even among grade 1. An association assigns a unique color to each of them. Assigned a color. They're the best fixers in the city, basically. Their pay is way up there, too. I suppose the blue reverberation was assigned the color blue. Yep, just like how the red mist was assigned the color red.
붉은 안개만큼 강해?
Is he as strong as the Red Mist?
뭐 강하다라는 측면만 보면
Well, in terms of sheer power, the Red Mist in her prime is probably above him.
하지만 해결사의
But there's a whole lot of fields of fixer activity, and the situation can differ for each case, so it's hard to make a fair one-on-one comparison.
붉은 안개는 혼자
For example, the Red Mist like to work alone, but the Blue Reverb is leading a urban nightmare class syndicate, as you can see there.
푸른 잔향의 책이
So we got the Blue Reverberations book if we ever happen to need it.
어떻게든 구할 수는 있겠지.
Maybe if we tried by any means. The city would be much better off without that maniac too.
아따, 이것도 별천지요.
Oh, would you look at that? This place sure is a whole nother world.
그거 너무 뚫어지게
Don't get lost in it now, lad. You gotta keep on your toes in a tiger's den. Oh, it's about time the director showed up.
환영합니다, 손님.
Greetings, dear guests.
반가워라.
Nice to meet you, lassie.
여기에 유진이라는 놈의 책.
Say, you have the book of an old pal named Eugen here, eh?
그렇답니다.
We do indeed.
와마.
Whoa, really? Yes, there really is. Blue fella really is a scary one.
아, 그게 말이야.
Sure is. Everything's going as he says.
부디 당신의
May you
책을
find your book
찾으실
in
수
this
있게.
place. Alright, here we go. So this fight introduces a new mechanic called Smoke. And Smoke basically amplifies your outgoing damage. And some of these cards can use that smoke to boost their power. You can also gain smoke, as you can see this Puffy Broom. So it amplifies your outgoing damage. And for characters that have smoke that don't have the passive attribute of Puffy Broom, you take more damage from attacks. So balancing how much smoke you have on you is pretty important, and it decays over time, so it'll go down by one at the end of each scene. Clashing with Deep Drag's kind of difficult. And we got 2 acts and 1 floor. Let's take it slow. We'll be sorry if we don't watch it. Oh, Han, he's gotten into reading, eh? That's bizarre, I tell you. Can't help it. Gotta get ready for it, eh? Let's take it slow. We'll be sorry if we don't watch it. Okay, none of them are using Deep Drag, so that's really good for me. I'm basically just gonna try to nuke one of these guys right off the bat. So that'll probably be enough damage. I have like 1 or 2 cards for each character on this one dude. Okay, so he's basically dead. Okay, there's a Deep Drag. I think I'll try to kill with Dana here, because she got no fight that turn. I'm not going to be able to beat that, so I'll just mitigate the damage. I'm going to take my clash here. You can see in the smoke effect, there's actually a smiling face in the smoke. Really neat. Are we really about to go out on after seeing how they massacred our poor chap? Well, bugger, these fellas ain't nothing to sneeze at. We're really about... Oh yeah, same thing. Same thing. So he should get staggered, so I'll go for a stagger on this one. Yep, there we go. We got two of them. Let's see, who do I want coins on? Probably Hunter, he's closest. Maybe Dana. So when you kill an enemy, you get 3 positive emotion coins. Yeah, I think we'll give it to a Hunter. That's big trouble. What are we gonna do from here? Okay, so now for the tougher ones. Same thing, but they have an extra speed dice, and they also gain some different effects here. So, like this dude boosts stagger damage. This one can give paralysis to people, and I think this one gets a block die. Yeah. Up to how much smoke that they have. What's this? What are we fighting these fellas for? Looks like lots of fun, don't it? Let's warm up a little, shall we? Oh, Han, it's whole lots more glittering on the inside. Me eyes are feasting. Hey, I was just getting ready for it. Okay, so I'm not playing anything too crazy this turn. So ideally with Bamboo-Hatted Kin, I would use this card to clash against Deep Drag, and if it fails, then I get to claim their bones. It is a really fun card. This might hurt me for light next scene, but do I have... Yeah, so I can restore light. If I win those clashes. They're still not playing Deep Drag. Yeah, I'll just go for the kill with her. I don't even need to clash with these. They don't do anything. We'll clash there. Oh dang, I can't redirect it. Oh, they're all going after him. Okay, so that should stagger. There's just a lot of damage coming at him, so I need to... guess I'll switch that. Oh, he might die. To be honest, I didn't even realize he was getting low at all. Oh, and I accidentally killed one of them. Oops, that's kind of a little early. I don't think their emotion level is very high. They're still going after you, Assad. Oh my gosh. Oh no, Yassad's dead as hell. That's okay. His sacrifice won't be in vain. So I can press the P button. Kind of felt like their damage just came out of nowhere.
푸른 또라이는 뭘 그리
Just what could that blue sicko be looking for so badly?
짐작 가는 거라도?
Any guesses?
워낙에 많아서 탈이야.
Just way too many off the top of my head.
저 정신 나간 변태 놈은
That crazed pervert can and will go far beyond anyone's expectations. What was that? Was that it? Wait, I don't remember that being so short. Hold on.
짐작 가...
워낙에 많아서 탈이. 저 정신 나간
Yeah, I guess that was it. What the heck? Sorry, I had to do a bit of a double take on that. Very nice, I got them all. Now, Credenza time. What these guys gotta say. Smiling Faces page. Rules of the backstreets don't work in the nest, and the opposite's also true. You could drag a higher up working for whatchamacallit from the nest to the backstreets and do what's it to him and get away with it, as long as it was during the night in the backstreets and no sneaky rat saw you doing it. If you did the same what's it in the nest, you'd be breaking rules. The night in the backstreets is only a thing in the backstreets, like the name suggests. That's good to know. Now Mia's page. There's one rule that stands squarely in this night lawless land. Doing any kind of harm to the residential area is forbidden. No invading people's homes, no demolishing them and all that. Not even the big and tough crooks of the fingers can touch this. I'm guessing they decided it's gotta stay the most what's-it place. You didn't know the city's taboos are a huge deal. So much more serious than taboos of the nest. You break it and your life's over right then and there. Yeah, I think the taboos are actually upheld by the head themselves. So when they're broken, the head just comes in with the claws and destroys everything. Okay, now Jin's page. Backstreets aren't some unlivable mess like some folk are saying, you see. Our things do happen often around here, sure, but there's some effort at peacekeeping going on to stop a whole lot of people dying all the harking time. Every area of the streets has some kind of neighborhood watch made out of local residents voluntarily doing jobs like fixers do, trying to make the backstreets a safer place. Unlike the so-called Public Safety Association that starts with a Z, whatever that stuffy org is called, Neighborhood Watch ain't chained to any official authority, nor do they ask for huge fees. Each area's got different styles of neighbors, so not everyone in every corner of the town likes them. Most folks do appreciate that they're keeping them safe though. Kinda interesting. He's talking about his Y association here. And Wing's page. They call the backstreets unsafe because there's this one time of the day when darkness comes out and your friendly neighborhood watch can't do jacks about it. The night in the backstreets, when the city shuts its eyes. Breaking any rules are forgiven during that time. It means to protect yourself from harm like recording videos or hiring peacekeepers, all rendered useless. And those rusty old fellas sweep every corner of the streets, so no evidence is left behind. No corpses, no weapons, no nothing. Not only do all the security measures stop, peeking at folk as a whole is banned during these hours. Well, stumbling on the scene of the crime ain't banned. What it really means is you ain't supposed to record videos of the scene or spy it with security cams. No one should be strolling the streets that late in the first place though. Oh ho han. Because of that, they don't ask a darn thing about crimes happening during that time unless an eyewitness shows up. They just can't, if I'm being blunt. The public institutions, you know the deal. Those shuckin' shucks at the head, fixer associations, vigilance peeps, and the like. If one of those officials try to take a dig at something that happened during the night in the backstreets, some scary fellas called the Claws go after him. I hear the night in the backstreets is considered a what's it time for doing whatchamacallit permitted by the head? I've got no dang clue why they set time like this when every soul at year's already frightened to the bone. No matter what folks say, the night in the backstreets starts at 3:13 and ends at 4:34. Never too early or late by a single second every time. Dang, I was off. What'd I say, 3:18? That was pretty close. I was kind of doing that from memory too. So now we've got one invitation left in Urban Nightmare. We got more abnormality battles to do. I should probably do roll-ins, but I will start off the next part with that, and I will see you then. Peace.